Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with a weekly advice reading for everybody watching. So what I'm going to do is ask you to think of a number, okay, either number 1, number 2, or number 3. You can choose all 3, you can choose 2 of them, whatever you want to do with these numbers, okay? And what I'm going to do is just make 3 separate piles of 5 cards each, and then just read them for you, okay, and see what kind of guidance you're getting based on the number you've chosen. And this is just going to cover the week that we're looking at, which is the week of January 21st. And the 5 of Pentacles flew out of the deck in reverse, so I feel that we're coming out of a time of searching just generally for everyone. It's like a 6 of Pentacles came up upright. So coming out of a time of poverty, coming out of a time of concern and lack, because we are receiving help, we are receiving support, whether that's financial or otherwise. So let's have a look and make our 3 little piles here. 5 cards each. 5 of Cups. No, not 5. Queen of Cups. Listen to your intuition about a disappointing situation. Listen to your intuition because it will tell you that it's a blessing in disguise. So let's have a look. We'll do this. So pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pile number 2, 3, 4, 5. And pile number 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the most random way I can think to do it, okay? So let's have a look. Pile number 1. Okay, let's put these up there for now. So pile number 1, we have the 8 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, and the Hangman. Okay, so for those of you who have chosen pile 1, I feel like this is talking about waiting on a decision from an Aries for some of you, or if you are an Aries, someone else is waiting on a decision from you. You might be dealing with either Aries or Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have Pisces in here for some of you. I feel that for some of you, there's a choice to be made between 2 people. Whether it's fire and earth, fire and water, whatever, okay? It can be the same individual and they have earth and water in their chart, or fire and water in their chart, but these 2 seem like the big options, like the main energies we're looking at here in terms of court cards and major arcana cards here, yeah? So I feel like there's a choice to be made. For some, this is in love life, you have to choose between 2 people. I feel that you may have already been dealing with this earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, someone arising for a while, so there's some level of investment within the situation, but I feel like this Aries individual is someone who either has not let go of you, or you have not let go of them. They've left you kind of suspended. You've moved on in the meantime, but I feel they're trying to come back and you have a choice to make. Do you let them come back or not? For those of you, there's a decision about a job change, or there's a decision about an opportunity that's offered to you where you might start off as a little bit less level, whether that's with pay or title, than what you're used to or what you were hoping for. However, if you take it and fully invest in it, you can absolutely get to the King of Pentacles of stability, manager role, or even higher up. With your finances where you want to be. It will take some work and it will take some time and it will take some study, okay? And for others, this is a decision about should you become the entrepreneur, should you start your own business with this energy. Again, yes, it will take time, and yes, it will take work, and maybe you'll have to balance things in the meantime until things stabilize. However, you do need to apply the ideas that you have. You do need to take action with the wisdom that you already have, okay? Because I feel like with the Hangman, you already know what you want to do. However, for whatever reason, you're not using it, you're not taking action on that, okay? So just decide what you want to do, but then it's very important that you take action. Very, very important. Okay, I also feel that for those of you who are waiting for someone else to make a decision, and they're just keeping you hanging, okay? They're not thinking about you in terms of, I really need to let this person know what they're doing. And it does feel like something coming up in love life, but it also feels like something where you have to work together with another person and you need their input. Just do as much work as you can on your own. Do what you can on your own. And if it is a situation where they keep doing this to you and making you feel powerless, making you feel like you're always working for their attention and you're always working for their approval, maybe it's time to shift course, okay? And stop investing in this relationship or situation, whatever the case may be. For those of you looking for jobs, this could be an important week. I feel like at least 2 interviews might be significant, and you do have a choice between 2 there. Take your time and decide and plan ahead. So take the choice that will give you more potential for future growth as well, okay? For future growth and development, not just something that it will be great for now, however it doesn't leave you a lot of room to grow, is the message here. And for those of you, I feel like if you are getting close to the end of a pregnancy, or this is your partner or your loved one, then there might be a recommendation from a specialist to just rest, okay? To physically put your feet up and rest, okay? Don't strain yourself, stop working, just rest, okay? So that is pile number 1. Let's look at pile number 2. We have the Queen of Wands, the 7 of Cups, the King of Wands, can't get my words out, the Hierophant, and the 7 of Wands. Ooh, a lot of fire in here. A lot of fire. So I feel very strongly, okay, coming up for some of you, this is about a marriage or a committed relationship, or something where you had intentions for a committed relationship. Maybe with another fire sign. If you're a fire sign, it's with another fire sign, or with someone who's the same sign as you are, okay? It doesn't have to be fire, just fire, okay? It can be, I feel like it's someone who's the same sign as you are, but there's just a lot of passion there. I feel that some truth is revealed about someone's intentions, especially to do with commitment, or with marriage, or family, or plans for the future. Truth is revealed in the sense of, actually, we have not been on the same page. Actually, one of us wants this, the other doesn't, but they haven't said anything. So it's something where we feel bamboozled. We feel, so what have we been doing this whole time? Why didn't you say anything until now? I thought we wanted the same thing. So there's something around that. And for others, this is around empty promises. Okay, you said you wanted to marry me. You said you wanted to be together. You said you wanted to live together. You said you wanted to invest in this, blah, blah, blah. And it turns out it was just smoke and mirrors. And then with the 7 of Wands, there might be some conflict, some arguments, some putting your foot down, drawing a line in the sand. This is ultimatum energy. This is like, you either do what you said or I'm out. These are my rules. This is what I want. I'm not compromising. I'm not taking no for an answer. Because someone really, really feels betrayed. Someone feels taken for a fool, okay? Because the other person has either lied or given them half-truths or empty promises, or just let them think whatever they wanted to think, okay? So that's what's coming up for some of you. For others, this is definitely similar situation, but with your work, where you've been dealing with a boss who keeps making you jump through hoops and tells you, well, this is the process, there's not a lot I can do, we just have to follow the process. So they generally want to go out of their way to help you, or to support you towards advancement, towards promotion. But then you see that that's not really true. Whatever they're telling you, they're not telling other people. They seem to be helpful towards other people, or this is about nepotism, or this is about, preferential treatment. And I feel like this is someone putting their foot down and going to HR, okay? Making it formal, because it's not right, it's not fair. For others of you, this is just talks about the future within relationships, okay? Talks of the future. And again, we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. and Taurus in here very strongly, whether that's their sun sign, moon, or rising. So there's talks of the future, there's planning for the future, there's coming up with a plan. I feel that for some, both of you are very serious about it, both of you are on the same page, and you're just kind of working together in terms of, okay, what's the plan? And you're serious about it. What's the plan? And this is what we're going to do. Okay, we need to save this money, we need to do this and this. For others, I feel like there is planning for the future, but there's miscommunication or there's confusion there in terms of how you're going to do it or when you're going to do it. And this is like, okay, slow down. We need to clarify this. Okay, and for others, this is about promises made with work, and you're like, I've heard that before, I want it in writing. Okay, type of energy, absolutely. So with this type of situation, it's definitely about make it real, make it concrete, make it in writing. I don't just take your word for it, especially if it's been an ongoing saga of empty promises. For others, this is about standing up to nepotism or preferential treatment. This is ultimatum energy with someone who's been wasting your time, either willfully lying to you or just kind of letting you think whatever you want to think, or giving you half-truths, or really shying away from serious conversations, and now you're backing them into a corner and it's like, no, it needs to happen. I'm not taking no for an answer. And you get your answers. You know where you stand, okay, with the Seven of Wands. For others of you, be careful with empty promises. Be careful with anything that seems too good to be true. I feel it might be. I feel there's like a salesman here, whether they're an actual salesman or there is someone in marketing or someone who knows their psychology, but there's someone who just comes in with a lot of energy and talks to you about an opportunity, something that's too good to miss, and they're doing you a favor by bringing it to you first, or you know, because they know you, they're bringing it to you, or because they're your friend or you're their friend, or there's something around those lines where someone's just talking so passionately about something that it feels like, oh my god, I have to jump on this now. But do some digging, do some research, tell them, oh, slow down, show me some proof. You know, show me some proof. Get to the details, okay? Because I feel like it's just smoke and mirrors. So be careful. Don't give your money to anyone until you have something in writing and it's verified, okay? And if something seems too good to be true, it probably is, all right? And as long as you put the brakes on it and you demand some answers and some clarity and some facts, okay, you'll see what's real and what's not, basically, okay? But don't believe the hype. And don't be rushed into anything. Be careful with that, okay? Because I do feel like there's this very charismatic person who can talk for days and talk to save their lives, trying to sell you something or come up with a proposition of sorts where it involves you putting resources into something, whether it's financial or time or energy. But just be careful, because it's like... It's not what they're talking about, and they're just looking to get away with something. They're looking to basically sell you something that doesn't exist, okay? Or sell you something that's not theirs to sell. So be careful with that as well, okay? So that is pile number 2, and let's see pile number 3. We have the Knight of Wands, Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the High Priestess. So for some, I feel that if you've chosen pile 1 and 3, there is a bit of a crossover energy with pile number 1. This is someone who keeps coming in and out of your life. This is on again, off again relationship, very passionate. However, they're trying to come back into your life after they've just left you hanging. And with the Page of Swords, this is telling you, hold back and think things through. Be inquisitive. Ask the tough questions. Ask the uncomfortable questions. Have the uncomfortable conversations. Don't just keep going where you're giving them your possessions, your time, your energy, your resources, your love, okay? Where they're just going to take it and then they'll leave you alone once again, okay? So for some, this is, you're already doing that. Well, for others, this is just guidance, you know, just, hey, try this and see what they do. You know, keep them at arm's length and be like, okay, we need to have a conversation. We can't just carry on as usual. Because I do feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, this is someone who likes to plan for the future. This is someone who likes to know what they're doing. And this is someone who likes to have something to invest in, but to see it grow, not just invest for the sake of investing and just putting it into a black hole. Okay, she doesn't like to do that, the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like there's some conversations around that, or someone who's just very kind of carefree. For some, this is a player who knows exactly what they're doing. For others, this is someone who's used to making big empty promises, getting away with it, and then coming back, smiling or saying, you know, whatever they know they have to say in order to get back in the good graces of whoever they've upset, and then they just carry on as usual. Okay. And for others, this is someone who's just immature, carefree. They don't know what they're doing. They don't think of the consequences. They don't think of how their behavior is going to affect anyone. They don't think things are that big of a deal. Okay, so it's that kind of energy. So you need to sit down and have a conversation, basically. Establish some ground rules or get some clarity. Okay. Because with the High Priestess, this is like, you know what? I don't know about you, but I've learned from all our previous interactions, I've learned what I want, what I don't want, what I deserve, what I won't put up with. And I'm not going to ignore that wisdom now. Okay? So that's the crossover energy. For others of you, this is about a house move. I feel like this is something you've tried to do over and over and over. Whether it's with the same property or you had to change the properties you're trying to buy. I feel like this is the week when it finally goes through. You might need to speak to a specialist in advertising or marketing or getting the word out to make something known, okay? To make known what you're trying to do, what you're trying to sell or buy. Or for them to help you with your paperwork. Especially if it's around mortgages and that, because they have all these weird criteria, and unless you're a broker, you're not going to know exactly what they're looking for. So for some of you, that's the approach you're taking this week, and it's going to pay off, okay? It will work. It will get you what you've been trying to get. For others of you, this is travel coming up. Again, whether that's a house move and you're signing a contract, or it's travel. And the message is, for some, just get travel's insurance. If it's not too expensive, it will be worth it. Something to do with weather events. Just get insurance. For others of you, this is, again, something being presented to you that looks like it's too good to be true, or it looks like it's your saving grace. However, look deeper into it. See, the Queen of Pentacles is looking very closely at that pentacle, and then we have the Four of Cups. It's like he's not jumping on that cup, okay? He's like, And then we have the High Priestess, and she's sitting back, and she's got the scroll in her hands, like, okay, let me just read up on this first. Let me do my research first. I'll let you know, okay? So I feel like uncovering the facts of a situation before you invest in it, okay? Because you have to be sure that your investment is not going to go to waste. For some, this is getting pregnant. Maybe you've been trying for a while, and maybe you've lost a few pregnancies. If you have, my heart goes out to you, but I feel like this is the pregnancy, the healthy pregnancy finally coming through, okay? It is the godsend. But I feel like with the High Priestess, you have to try something. You're trying something different than what you've been doing until now, and it hasn't worked. You're trying something different, a different approach. Whether it's trying something different in your diet, trying something different in your attitude towards the whole thing, trying something different in terms of the specialist you're seeing, trying something different in terms of maybe looking at, if you haven't been doing this already, you're looking at, okay, how do I manifest this? What's that about? So trying to involve spirituality into how you accomplish this. Or if you've just been doing taking the spiritual path, okay, where you've been praying and visualizing and trying to manifest, and that's not been working out, then you're blending that with seeing a specialist, and you're blending that with maybe homeopathic care and different types of therapies, okay? And I feel like that's what's going to make the difference here. For those of you looking for jobs, I do see job opportunities coming through. Again, read the fine print. You may have to be selective with what is being presented to you. And for others, you do have the option towards progression. There is some teaching that has to go with it, some training that has to go with it, taking on some additional roles and responsibilities. Negotiate. You're going to have to negotiate what you're going to be happy with and what you're not really that happy to take on. Negotiate. Don't just, you don't have to just accept whatever they give you. Negotiate. Have that conversation. You might get what you want, okay? So that is pile 3, our last pile. So I hope the reading helps you. Let me know down below, okay, since this is something different that I'm trying. I'm looking forward to your feedback. Let me know if this is useful. Let me know if it's something worthwhile, okay? If it is, I'll keep doing it. I do want to post more content and more videos, but I want to make sure that, it's useful. Because obviously, I'm wasting my time, your time, or, you know what I mean? So I just want to make sure that it helps. Okay, so just let me know. But yeah, have a wonderful week. Thank you for watching. And I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Bye for now.